We got public air this year.
Coming off a big win last week with Winona, how have the guys been in practice this week?
They've had a good week. Obviously the challenge is we lost to Mankato was to come back from a kind of a gut-wrenching loss, and we did. Now this week we won a big game, and to see if we can come back and not come out flat is the challenge. And I don't assume anything with 19-year-old kids, but they've had a good week, and we did not play very well last year against them. Not to take any credit away from them, but so they know they have to show up, otherwise we can play bad. So we've had a pretty good week.
I imagine getting that axe back is a big motivating factor this week.
It is. It's one of the longest traveling trophies, in NCAA football. It was the first year we lost in quite a few years, so we're going to make a big point of that to get that back.
The two-quarterback system, which you've been using this year pretty well, and with Lance and how he's gotten onto the field, what have you seen in him that has warranted getting him on the field? What kind of skills does he have that make him come out there?
Yeah, it's just his pure athletic ability. He can throw the ball, he can run. We almost caught a Hail Mary before halftime. He's running options. He's just one of the better athletes on the team, and we can't afford to have him sitting on the bench. And it gives us that luxury to not run at home 20-some times like we did the first game. So we're just trying to take advantage of getting good players on the field.
When did you first find out that you're going to be seeing as much action as you have been the last few weeks, and what was your reaction?
After spring meetings last year, Coach said that there's good potential that I'd get some playing time if I put my time in over the summer, and I felt I did that, and Coach did too, so I'm getting to see the field.
Anthony Schreiber, would that be a fair type of a comparison as far as athleticism goes?
Maybe. He's probably a better all-around athlete than Anthony, quite truthfully, between basketball and different things. I don't think he's as fast as Anthony. He's bigger. He's just a playmaker, a good football player that needs to be out there in some shape or form.
You're a freshman out there in this college game, and it seems like a big role to be thrust into for a young guy. How are you reacting to that? How you feel out there?
Right away in the Minot game when I first got my playing time, I was a little overwhelmed, kind of the under the lights, big feeling, but now a few weeks into it, it just feels like back at home playing football.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oliva, Wisconsin, about 15 minutes south of Eau Claire on Highway 93.
What's making the offense so tough to defend over the first 3 weeks of the season?
I think it's just being solid on all our assignments. Last year we were kind of always saying we're one block away, one guy away, a foot off on a pass. But this year we're making the plays, we're coming through, we're sustaining drives, and I think that's a big reason why our defense is playing so solid.
Obviously you had a big win last week. Some people might think there might be a letdown in store. How would you react to something like that?
There'll be no letdown with this team. We're working too hard this week and this year altogether. And I know in the locker room we want to be a 10-1 team, and the only way to do that is 1 week at a time.
All right, Jake, last week was a huge win against Winona. What's been the feeling like in practice this week after a win like that?
Well, it was a big win. It was a good win. We enjoyed it, obviously, but come Sunday and Tuesday, we had to forget about it and focus on Moorhead, and we definitely don't want to let down. So we were practicing extra hard this week, and coaches were on us too, real hard. So
imagine it doesn't take a whole lot of motivation to get motivated when you're playing for the Axe and playing Moorhead.
Yeah, that's definitely a big motivation right there, is getting that Axe back. Last year was a huge letdown, and that was probably one of our worst games that we've ever had here. And we definitely don't want that to happen again, and we want to get that Axe back really bad.
How do you feel about the team through 3 weeks and where you guys can go this year?
I feel really well about the team. We showed huge improvements from last year to this year, obviously, and then weekly we see a lot of improvements both on the offense, defense, and special teams. So I have high expectations, as well as everyone else does. The players do, the coaches do. The talk in the locker room is 10-1, and that's definitely what we want to stick to.
How is the defense doing right now? I know you guys have been hit with some long passes over the last couple of games. Is that concerning? What are you guys doing to address it?
With the long passes, it's just our own fault. It's nothing that they're doing. I mean, yeah, sure, they might out-execute us every once in a while, but the majority of the problems are all on us. I mean, it's just not being assignment sharp.
One thing that's different with the offense this year is their ability to really sustain drives. They're out there 8-9 minutes on the field. What does that do for the defense when the offense is out there on the field that long?
That helps us out so much. It's unbelievable how much that helps. When they can sustain drives like that, that keeps us fresh, keeps our leg fresh, and it just helps us so much more.
How do you feel about the progress of the team?
Good. Mentally, we're a pretty tough group of guys. Like I say, we got to do it after a win now. We did it after a loss. I think we improved in our kicking game last week from game 1 to 2. We've got to do that again from the 4th game here. We're getting a couple guys back, but we just play so well at home and play so much emotion. We got to have that be a big factor for us.